You are watching another edition of Shaw Arts and Entertainment. I'm your host, Curtis Anderson. We're just lounging in the park today with, I don't even know, what is your relationship with Saskatoon, Mr. Kowalchuk? You're a former Saskatoon resident. Do I call you a local comic book artist? How do I introduce you to the Shaw TV audience?
Prodigal son would probably work best for me.
That's what your business card says, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, prodigal's big.
Yeah.
And my name's kind of small, but prodigal son, mostly.
All right, you're from Saskatoon. You're living in Alberta now, but you're receiving a giant welcome home reception Saturday night at Unreal City. Again, if you missed it in my intro, you're set out on a quest to become a comic book artist, and it looks like we're just kind of on the very peak of that actually happening.
It is. It's the summit. Is what we've...
Summit?
Yeah, we've reached...
You're using a lot of big words today, Scott.
It's only...
Prodigal, summit.
It's only 6 letters.
You'd be winning if we were playing Scrabble. Continue.
No, it's just the summit. Things are just rolling now, right? Like, I've got 2 series coming out next year. One with Image Comics. They're based out of, let's say, San Diego. I don't really know.
That is incredible. I mean, Image is one of the big hitters, really, in the comic book industry.
Yeah. And I've got another one coming up later in the year with Oni Comics. They're responsible for that Scott Pilgrim film that's out right now.
Topical.
Yeah, very topical.
So what's going through your head right now? You always seem laid back every time I talk to you, but it's like I would be doing backflips because I know you've put a lot of hard work into this. So what's going through your head right now, where it's like actually happening?
Mostly I'm hungry. That's what's going through my head, kind of right now. But no, all is well. It's been a long, hard road, Curtis Anderson, to get to this point. But no, it's hard work, man.
Ah, seriously, touch on the hard road. I mean, I've seen some of your struggles. I've heard the stories.
Sure.
I mean, this isn't something that happens overnight.
The midnight calls and tears.
Yeah.
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 No, it was. I went back to school when I was, a little older. Mm-hmm. 25 maybe.
That's pretty old.
That's so old. That's like, well, not quite gray hair. It was old, but went back to school, did the 4 years, got a degree. Then somebody said, here's a comic book series. It was it was really like as soon as I accepted the diploma.
They were waiting for you at the bottom.
They were right there, and
Image Comics was there.
And they had a sign up and everything, and I thought, well, that's weird. Nobody else has that. But
well, that wasn't the answer I was looking for. But anyways, talk about the industry in 2010. It saw its boom in 1991. It kind of, I don't want to say collapsed, but it wasn't.
No, it was a
collapse.
collapse.
Okay, it collapsed. It's been rebuilding. There's been a lot of more independent things coming out, challenging the Marvels and the DCs. So what does it look like in 2010?
I think it's getting better. I mean, when you go into a comic book store nowadays, you actually see children.
Yep.
Again, which is kind of one of those throughout the 80s and 90s, like there just weren't kids. Well, more the 90s, but there's kids again. So, there has to be material, kind of specifically for them, which is nice. So it doesn't turn into this, creepy BO-infested boys club.
Which it has been in the past.
Oh my God.
The works you're associated with, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, they're both basically, really startup projects more than anything. The one for Image will just be a 6-issue miniseries that, depending on the reception, we may expand upon later. It's a fun kind of all audiences, robotic bears, stuff like that. Something that you would never think a 30-year-old man would spend, 10 hours a day working on, but he does. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're gonna have a big premiere for that one in Seattle next year in March at the Emerald City Comic Con, which is it's a big industry.
That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's a big industry convention, so it's not San Diego per se, but it's good.
So that's the official day you don't return my calls anymore.
Yeah, that is that's when you get voicemail even more.
Saturday night, Unreal City, 7:30.
7.
7. There's a big Scott Kowalchuk reception.
Yeah, I hope there's a banner.
Okay.
But no, it'll be kind of one of those sexy Saskatoon dues that people are really used to in Saskatoon, in the comic book community, anyways. Yeah, no, it'll be fun. I'll be there.
I hope so.
You'll probably be there.
I might come. I might stop by. I don't know if I'm on the list or not.
Well, yeah, we've got that big guy manning the door. Well, it's a lady. It's a very big lady.
She's still pretty scary.
Well, she's like 50.
Saturday night, 7 o'clock, Unreal City. Local artist Scott Kowalchuk. It's a big debut, the kickoff of his upcoming works.
Thanks, Curtis.
There it is. You can have some more peanut butter, man?
Yeah, I think it's almost empty.
Yeah. I'm sure you have another.
Yeah, we've got a couple.